Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 20 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. The next round is unfortunately Aragon, and I know this is going to be more damage limitation than anything. Last season with the Ducati around here was not good, so I'm really not looking forward to this one, but yeah, let's head over and see how we get on. So I actually had a worrying thing happen to me. This is actually not the first time I've done the qualifying session. The first time I'd done the qualifying session, I qualified in 14th place, but when the game was loading into the race and was saving at the same time, it got stuck. It got stuck on the loading screen, it got stuck with the saving icon up in the top right hand corner. It was still all animated, but it wouldn't move on. So I had to back out the game. And obviously, you know, if you turn your game off when the game is saving, sometimes that can corrupt your save. And then I start the game back up, and as soon as you press the menu button to load into the game, it got stuck on the loading screen. And I thought, oh dear, this is not good. I'm probably going to have to uninstall the game, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to delete all my data, and I'm not going to be able to continue with the current career. So I uninstalled the game. I tried loading up some other games as well. They wouldn't load either. They got stuck on loading screens. So I turned the Xbox off, done a hard reset. And when the game had finally reinstalled, I loaded it up. And luckily, it loaded up fine. And my career progress was all fine. Apart from I did have to do redo qualifying. But that's kind of turned out well, because first time round I didn't get through to Q2. This time I've got through to Q2, so I'm going faster than what I did before the game broke, and we are looking like we are going to get, I don't know, maybe top 10 or 7th. 7th's good. If we could keep that, that'd be great. I would love to keep 7th place. So we are starting in 7th position for this race, so yeah, really looking forward to that. It should hopefully be quite a good damage limitation race. Okay, so time to get this race underway. 96 degrees of track temperature, so I'm going to go for a medium front and a medium rear, full tank of fuel. Is that going to be enough? I mean, Marquez has gone for a medium rear and a hard front. Okay, well, we've definitely done better in qualifying than I was expecting. I mean, like I said before the game broke, I was expecting to start in 14th place, but, you know, luck's been on my side in some respects. Here we go. Aragon. I don't know what we're going to be able to do here, but, you know, qualifying went better than what we've done with the unupgraded Ducati last season. Can we get a couple places? I mean, if we finish in 5th or even 4th, if we can get Vinales, not quite. Oh, that's wide. Okay, we are eventually past Vinales. If we can get 4th, that's not too bad. That is Knackered down. Vinales coming through now, so we're back down to 5th position. Try and get back underneath him. So that's back up to 4th. No, he's coming back under. He's not going to leave me alone, is he? So we're back up to 4th position. Marquez is leading. I think it's going to be pretty much a given that Marquez is going to win this race. He's already trying to make a run for it. 6 laps around here. Tell you what, if we could finish on the podium, you know, I would definitely be over the moon with a podium around here. We're all over the back of Rossi. Okay, I'm a bit concerned about the exit of this chicane because the AI tend to prefer a tighter line, but we were fine. There's no reason why we can't slipstream the Yamaha. Past Rossi we go. That is 3rd position. Try and get Rins. Rossi's slipstreaming me as well. Past Rins we go into the penultimate corner. That is me wide. Oh, that's the Suzuki back up the inside. Can we get a better run down the straight? No. Maybe get him into turn 1. Oh, we're at the inside. Have we got it stopped? Yes, we do. Oh, Rins was still looking for the inside. Marquez just looking over his shoulder there. Yeah, Marquez. I'm surprised too to be in second place, if I'm honest. So you have every right to look over his shoulder and not expect to see me here. So this is definitely best case scenario now. Marquez is pulling away. He's almost got a second. But if we can hang on to second place, he'll only close the gap down by 5 points. Which is, you know, it's not much at all. We can live with that. Tell you what, are we closing in on Marquez? I'm going to have to double check that split. It might have just been the nature of that corner because it's quite slow. But I'm just wondering if the gap has actually come down. It has come down a couple of tenths of a second. We are better on the brakes into turn 12. Into turn 14. No one is close behind, so they're not going to mess me up through 15. Try and slipstream Marquez if I can. Power mapping up to 2 just to hopefully help us close the gap a little bit. But I tell you what, we might actually be able to fight for the win here. Can we get through? Oh, we're at the inside. No. Not quite able to get through there. Tell you what though, I was not expecting to be able to do this. I'm pretty sure Marquez wasn't expecting me to be able to do this as well. 47.5 from Marquez, 46.9 from me. Marky boy, what's going on? Last season with the unupgraded Ducati, I couldn't even get inside the top 10. Wasn't good. And now we're on the KTM with some upgrades. We are fighting for the victory. Maybe we don't have to worry too much about Phillip Island a bit later on then. So I do think that this KTM is better than the unupgraded Ducati now. And it's obviously showing, especially at a track like this. Okay. So whether I can get past though, but you know, the fact that we managed to close right in on Marquez, that is, you know, it's something I really wasn't expecting. We managed to put a half-assed attempt of a move on him. It didn't work, but if I can get a little bit closer, we need to try and, if we're going to get him down the straight, we need to try and get a good run out of 15. And just try to get past him before we have to get on the brakes. Still don't think we're close enough at the moment. We are closing on the slipstream. Might have to be very low on the brakes this time. Through we go. Oh, we've both gone wide. He's gone a bit wide. He's trying to go around the outside. I don't think that's going to work. You just kind of, you know, messed yourself up a bit there. I don't think he was expecting that move, that's for sure. But we are now leading at Aragon. Words I never thought I'd say for quite a long time. But it's one thing leading now. We're only on lap 4 of 6, so we've got 2 more laps to go after this one. It's whether we can hang on to it, because my rear tyre is not looking great. It's getting quite warm. It is wearing out quite quickly. And we've only got 0.2 over Marquez, so even though we've got past him, we're not pulling away. So Marquez might now pile the pressure onto me to try and get back past. But we shall see. Okay, so that's fine. Through turn 12. Right, is he going to shove up the inside? No. Took a tighter line that time. I didn't want to invite him into a wide open door and him just to put his bike right in the way. So we're going to end lap 4 still in the lead, but our lead is not a very big one. The rear is moving around a hell of a lot. The left-hand side of the tyre is not looking good at all. It is not looking good. We've got 0.6 over Marquez at the moment. I'll tell you what, the group behind look like they're actually closing in a bit. I mean, if they could do me a favour and, you know, get past Marquez and stay behind me, that would be absolutely great, but I don't think that's gonna happen necessarily. We're still not pulling away from Marquez. He's closed me back down. Really am starting to struggle for grip with the rear, especially on the left hand side. It's only 0.2 the gap. Oh, he's gonna mug me on the final lap or something, isn't he? I can just see it now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The rear is moving around on the left. Should I have gone for the hard rear tyre? I can hear that Honda. He's close, but we know we're later on the brakes into turn 12, so we don't need to worry too much there. But he's right behind me. We're going to have to take a defensive line through 15 again. Otherwise, he's going to try and come through. That's compromised my exit a bit. 0.2 of a second at the moment. The group behind are really close as well. Okay, through turn 16. Right, yeah, 0.2. Vinales fastest lap of the race. Vinales is in 5th, so yeah, that group behind is closing. We're on the final lap now. The rear is all over the place. We could be a sitting duck now. The thing is, if one of them comes through, I think quite a few of them are going to come through because we are really struggling for grip on the left now. The tyre's marking up. And, yeah. It's not going to be easy to hold him off now. It's still 0.2. Marquez has gone wide there. That's going to let me off for a fraction of a second. In fact, Rins is up to second. Oh, momentarily. Rins, yay, Rins is back up to second. No, he's not. Stop doing this to me, game. If Rins could get second, that would obviously really help me out with the championship, but I don't think that's going to happen. Half a second over Marquez. Is that going to be enough? We ain't got to worry through turn 12. We've done that. 13. They are pretty quick usually through here. A dive bomb into 15 is obviously going to be on the card, so we're going to have to go careful. Didn't compromise the exit too much that time. 0.4 of a second. A big wheelie though. That's not good. That's not good. Marquez is right there. I think Marquez, if he don't come past, he's going to finish second. Right, one corner to go. Come on. Yes, we're going to do it. That is what you call damage limitation. Wow. There we go. 46.9 was my best lap. 46.0 for Miller. Well, that's a good race. We didn't get away with that one. We had to fight for it. 24-point lead now. 7-point lead in the team championship. And just 5 points behind Honda now. But Marquez did not want to leave me alone in that race. He did not want to give that one up. I was definitely punching above my weight in terms of my ability around this track, but we managed to do it. And yeah, really was not expecting to be able to do that. Like I said, before the game decided to break, my qualifying pace was 14th. But ever since the game has, come back and managed to get it working again, we've been competitive, which is very good. Cool. That's all good. Excellent. So, off to the next round, Bury Ram. And we've got a nice little lead appearing for the championship, which is very, very good. Like I said, I was really not expecting to win this race. So, the fact that we can win here, I don't think we need to worry too much. So, I think we're going to be okay. We haven't got many races left of the season anyway. The only kind of dodgy one or iffy one, just by results wise, is going to be Ducati. Is going to be Phillip Island. Just obviously what happened with us with Ducati last season. Okay. That expires in 3 weeks. And yeah, they have ones for Red Bull, but we're obviously with Red Bull KTM next season at the moment. But I think we'll see how Bury Ram goes. But if that goes well, then I think we can sign with Aprilia for next season and buy our contract out. So we only do the 1 season with KTM. So we are starting in 5th position. 0.2 behind, so the times are really close, so I think we're going to be competitive around here, so let's go. Medium front, hard rear, full tank of fuel. Oh, they've gone for medium. They've all gone for medium on the front 2 rows, apart from me, who's gone medium hard. Okay, that's interesting. Have I gone with the wrong rear tyre? Well, we're going to find out. Alongside Marquez, even Marquez is not on the front row this time. He's only on 4th. But he has got a good start, as is Crutchlow and Rossi, as we go through turn 1. Oh. Slipstream Marquez. I'm not bothered about anyone else. Let's just get past Marquez. That is going to be the goal. There we go, past Marquez, past Quartararo. Yeah, they're wide. AI tend to go wide through turn 3 anyway. But we're just behind Andrea Dovizioso. KTM has been misbehaving again around here, especially on the brakes. Seems to like to pop stoppies on the brakes around here, which has been a bit frustrating, especially when I was on quick laps and then, didn't even put the front brake on too aggressively and we still pop a massive stoppie. Dovi looking behind him. It's only the first lap, Dovi, don't worry. We've got a bit of a lead at the moment. Gotta say, that sounds like a Yamaha behind. That is Quartararo in 3rd. Tell you what, if Marquez doesn't get on the podium, that is almost going to be job done. We are following Dovi at the moment, only 0.4 behind. So through turn 1 we go. Slipstream Dovi. Can we get the inside? No, it's going to be dodgy doing it there, because he goes in tight but then goes wide. But we are right with him. Slipstream the Ducati down here. Can we get past? Yes, we can. That is the lead. That is the lead at the moment. We can... Oh, He almost went into the back of me, so he went wide. We'll see where Marquez is over the line. I don't know why I said is, but we'll see where Marquez is when we go over the line. But he's not in the top 3 at the moment, which is very, very good news for me, because if we win this race and Marquez is off the podium, he can pretty much kiss that championship goodbye. I think realistically he really needed to win at Aragon. We had good couple of 2 good races at Silverstone and Red Bull Ring. So 30.1. Oh, I didn't look then. I didn't look then to see where Marquez was. Well, I'm just going to do my own thing out front. So we do seem to be pulling away from Dovi at the moment. Well, it says Marquez in 13th, but I'm just going to assume that is Alex Marquez, not Mark. I will keep an eye out for his name just in case it pops up. I'll tell you what, Dovi's caught us back up. So, a bit like Aragon, we haven't really pulled away from second place. 0.4 is the gap to Dovi. But feeling quite comfortable at the moment in this race. See where Mark is over the line. I'll actually have a look this time. Right, Marquez, where are you as we come to the line? So, he's 3rd, okay. He's on the podium at the moment. But if Dovi could do me a solid, that would really help me out. He's already done that for me earlier on in the season. But if you can do that for me again, I would be very, very happy. 0.8 over Dovi, which... I mean, at this part of the track, that's fine. But it's when we get to the next couple of sections, he starts closing back in. Oh. But yeah, the bike's not doing the weird shapes that it was making in free practice and qualifying, which I'm more than happy about. I was a bit concerned about that, but it seemed to be okay, especially going down to the final corner as well. 0.7 over Dovi, okay, so it hasn't really come down much at all through that sector, so that is really good. Down to the final corner. .9 over the line. We are just starting to stretch them a bit now. Let's just keep doing it. The pressure now is on Marquez. He needs to finish, well, he needs to finish ahead of me, but if not, he needs to finish at least ahead of Dovi. But regardless of where he finishes now, we are going to leave this race with more than a whole race win's worth of points. So that is obviously something to bear in mind, because our lead is 24 points at the moment, so one more point is a whole race win's worth. And if he finishes in second, that's obviously going to be 5 points difference. Yeah, so just kind of protecting the lead a bit now in the championship. We're doing it in the best way possible by winning races. We really have managed to turn this KTM around this season. It's amazing to see how far this bike is come in like such little time. I mean, like first race of the season was obviously a disaster, but as soon as we got our first upgrade on the bike, things just start to go our way a little bit easier. Especially when it came to obviously Argentina, where Marquez and Rins crashed out of first and second place respectively. But then obviously we got more and more upgrades, and we've just been going from strength to strength ever since. Even Bruno really wasn't too bad. I knew it wasn't going to be a podium or anything there, but our result wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just like Aragon, I was expecting that to be damage limitation, but it turned out to be a win. But the bike is starting to move around a hell of a lot more now, and that is costing me time because they've started to close me back down again. We've only got one more lap to go. So I am hoping that this, I mean 0.6 at the moment, is this gap going to be enough? If we have 0.6 of a second lead coming into this section on the final lap, then that's going to be absolutely fine. But if it's less than that, we need to be a little bit worried. Marquez still in third. He's going to do a last lap attack, and he's just set the fastest lap of the race as well. Yeah, I can see Marquez getting past Dovi on this lap. You just know it's going to happen. .1 second lead over Dovi at the moment. I tell you what, that's as big as the gap's been for a long time now. Come on, Dovi, hold off Mark just for this final lap. You know you want to. Still 1.1 behind. That will start coming down now. He's still ahead of Mark. That's the main thing. He's still ahead of him. Yeah, still a second. And still Dovi in second. We're going to do it at Buriram as well. We are on a good run of wins now. We have done it again. Our championship lead is going to be over a whole race worth of points, 25. Rossi set the fastest lap of the race at 29.5. I done my fastest lap on the last lap, 29.9. There we go. So, championship lead, 33 points. Well, there we go, and 133 back to Quartararo. So Quartararo downwards. They are all completely out of the championship now. We've got 11 points over Repsol Honda now. And we've just moved into the Constructors' Championship lead with a 4-point lead over Honda. So we could still do the Triple Crown with KTM. Still going to be difficult to do that, but we're looking good at the moment. Two good victories there. Very happy with that result. Both the results. I'm probably more impressed with my Aragon result than I am with this one. But yeah, 2 wins are 2 wins. It's all good. Done what we needed to. Marquez with only, how many races left? 4? You've got it all to do now. I mean, we won't be wrapping up the title at the next race. That's going to be impossible. But maybe the race after that we might be able to. It will just depend on, obviously, the gap. If we win both and Marquez comes second in both, then no, we won't wrap it up. But yeah, I think that yeah, so we've got Motegi, then Phillip Island, and then Sepang and Valencia. So we'll have to see how Motegi goes. I'm going to sign for My World Aprilia for next season. It's only for one season as well. But obviously, if we don't win the championship in our first season, well, then we can always, I'm sure they'll give us a contract for the following season. So we are officially with Aprilia next season. That is going to be a very interesting season. It's going to be harder than this one. I mean, we can't really do anything now anyway. So I'm not going to do any more upgrades, obviously. There's no point now anyway. But yeah, Moto3 is looking like Boltus is leading that from Foggia in second, Tate third, Yamanaka fourth, and Sasaki in fifth place. Moto2 is Baldassare leading that from Schrotter in second, Luti third, Delaporte fourth, and Fernandez in fifth. That one's very, very close, that championship. And MotoGP, I'm leading that from Marquez in second, Quattararo third, Dovi fourth, and Crutchlow in fifth. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. So see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay safe and wash your hands. See you.